Hey guys, Colton Lindsay here with Winning the Inner Game. Do me a quick favor, click on the subscribe button right now if you haven't already. During this video on Monday Mindset or Monday Motivation, what the freak I call this anymore, I can't remember, I want you to like, comment, and share below. Okay? Today's topic is pretty important. See, right now we're going through a shift, whether it's seasonally, whether it's permanent with inside of the real estate market, but it is shifting. And I've noticed this, and you might have actually noticed this yourself, that it's getting more and more challenging as the market shifts, right? So what happened is most of this year is the market was awesome, so everyone's revenue was up. Along with revenue going up, spending goes up. And what happens is spending goes up, and then the revenue goes down. It makes things a little bit more challenging, right? It makes it a little bit more difficult. See, when you've got bills to pay, but you got no money to pay it, that's a challenge, that's a problem. What happens though to you mentally when this happens? And it's not only because of this situation that causes this, right? It's called fear, it's called doubt, it's called worry, it's called stress, it's called negative energy. And it's not only your finances that cause this, although it's a major piece to that. Okay. The other problem it is you face new challenges. Whatever stage you are currently in your business, whether you're a brand new agent or you're a seasoned veteran, you're going to face new challenges. And if you don't face new challenges, then you're doing it wrong. You got to face new challenges that cause you to get uncomfortable, and you've got to get extremely comfortable being uncomfortable. Okay, so here's what it is. It's fear, it's doubt, it's worry, it's stress. And some major indicators of that is when you start complaining or blaming someone else. When you blame the market, you blame the lender, you blame the other agent, you blame a buyer, you blame someone. You blame someone besides you taking the blame for this, right? That's the problem we get into. That's the negative mindset. And I'm not condemning anyone, or I'm not making fun of anyone, or I'm not saying it's bad to be in this situation. However, it's not great if you stay in this situation. In fact, it's detrimental to your happiness and your financial success if you allow yourself to stay in here. Anytime that we begin to blame someone else for our problems, then it becomes a major cloud of negative energy that tends to perpetuate itself. Just like on the positive side, you can perpetuate more positivity. You can just be engulfed with the negativity. I have never had, a major mind fuck that hasn't been a little bit of a challenge to get out of. Every one of them is. But how do you do it? How do you get out of the mind fuck? It's this simple. The number one way to kill fear, doubt, worry, and stress is to take massive fucking action, is to go to it and go to work. Take action and do a lot of it. Grant Cardone, I just recently read the 10X rule. I love that book, by the way. He says take 10X the amount of action that you would have taken. Right? And when you're busy doing, Dale Carnegie talks about this and how to win friends and influence people. Well, and actually he spoke about it too in another great book, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. See, a man in action has no time to sit and stew on the problems. Okay? Here's some indicators though of language maybe you're speaking or you might hear of other people speaking. The market's bad. It was the lender that messed it up. The buyer messed it up. The seller messed it up. The election, right? During the election season right now, the election's making problems with the market. Whatever it is when you start hearing someone blame something or some other event or problem or whatever besides taking responsibility that self, that is a very big indicator that up here is in a negative energy. And I just want you to be aware of that because no one is immune to this. There's no set way to be immune to negative energy creeping into this. No matter how big of a barricade that you build to block in the positive energy, what you have to do is then take massive action on refocusing it. What is your vision and what it is the direction that you're going as a person. And that works by several different ways. Number one is write down your successes every single day. What are you winning at? Number two is get to work. Write down your goals all the time while you're working. Write down what it is that you are creating and write it down in a form that you've already completed. For example, if your goal is to earn $100,000 in the next 12 months, right? I earned $100,000 in the last 12 months. That's a great way to put it because it starts putting as if it already happened versus I hope it happens. Can you see the difference? I hope that it comes to fruition. You can't hope. My dad used to tell me, hey, you can hope in one hand and shit in the other and see what comes first. And I tell you what, the more I hoped, the more the other hand full up with shit the entire life that I followed that philosophy. So I said, all right, I'm going to work. I'm going to take action, take massive action. I'm going to crush it. And every time I've done that personally, it kills off the negative energy. It suffocates it so it can't breathe. When you take massive positive action, it just blows up and then it snowballs the other direction, and that's what you want to create. I appreciate you guys for watching today. If you can get one thing out of it, take massive action so you can crush your fear and your doubt, because that's never going to go away. It's always going to creep in. The question is, how long are you going to let it creep in and stew into your brain? Because if you let it go in too far, it'll anchor itself in there, and it's like a goddamn tumor that you can't pull out. So you gotta cut it off quickly by taking massive action. You gotta do it all the time. Make sure to click the like button, subscribe, share, comment, and we'll see you soon. Think rapport is for example, if you're a real estate agent, you're going on a listing presentation, and you're walking around and you see a picture of a mounted bass or a marlin or whatever, or a golf picture, and you start talking to the client about this trophy on the wall, or this golf picture, or pictures of his family, or whatever, and starting to talk about things. That's building a relationship, is what people have taught is rapport, and that's not rapport. That is completely false.